Panthers in 2020. Here he is going to the air, taking a bit of a shot, but it's intercepted. Boyd picks it off. It's Devon Witherspoon. And Witherspoon still on his feet. And down near the 20-yard line.
Crevonte, have you ever remembered a time watching Illinois football? Exactly. I literally would watch. I literally would watch Big Ten football games, and when I saw Illinois and I found out about Devon Witherspoon, you can't help but love the kid, and he made a program relevant at a corner position. Can't say much of it.
That's tough to do from that position, man. There's not many guys that could say they made it. They made a program. They helped build and bring back a program from the corner positions. Not many guys that can say that, but I believe Devon Witherspoon is one of them.
From Pensacola, Florida, senior. So he played all 4 years. 5'11 and a half, 181, 8 7/8 inch hands, 31 1/4 inch arms. Don't let the measurables fool you. The boy is a baller. He pretty much really can do it all. I mean, he was the Defensive Player of the Year in high school. He started 13 games as a freshman. He also can play special teams, 2 picks as a sophomore, and he had 8 tackles for a loss in 2021. And then in 2022, he was on one of the best scoring defenses, first-team All-American, 17 pass defended, 3 interceptions, 41 tackles, 2.5 for loss. Jim Thorpe Award finalist.
I mean, I didn't know when you were going to stop Byron because this guy is it, man. Between him and Christian Gonzalez, what's your flavor? At this point, like, it's 1 and 1A. I mean, 1A, 1B. But Devon Witherspoon is right there. Tremendous ball skills, absolutely great ball skills, and he's great in man coverage. And he plays bigger than what he is. I have to keep looking at him and looking at my paper, and I'm like, he's 180, but he's tackling and hitting people like he's 220. You know what I'm saying? So he's tough. Even though he's 180, he don't have the mind of somebody who's 180. And he's a smidget, under 6 feet or 6 feet, depending on how they measure him or who you talk to. But great size, but he really approaches the game how you would love somebody who's playing cornerback for you. Really patient in his back pedal and press coverage. Twitchy athlete, so he can turn and run. He moves well laterally, and he can run down the field. And he stays pretty square while in man, and he's really good at anticipating and recognizing and route recognition. So he has a lot to like, very similar to Gonzalez. He's probably a little bit, maybe 15 pounds lighter and an inch shorter. Jumping into, again, I gotta have some weaknesses because he's not perfect, but he has a lean frame, so that's going to be concerning for when he goes up against big physical wide receivers at the next level. Sometimes he struggles to keep his leverage from off man, from off coverage. And sometimes he allows, and I guess in those while he's playing off man, he allows the guy to get across his face. That's one thing you don't like as a defender on anywhere on the defense. Never let a wide receiver cross your face, especially at corner. So and okay, and this is another thing. Especially jumping from college to the pros, they get a little handsy, a little handsy, going down the field. But I think if he gets with a good defensive coordinator, good DB coach, he'll find some tricks of the trade that'll help him. That'll help him with that. But sometimes he could draw a few penalties from that. So next level, he may not be so lucky.
Like Gonzalez, I see 2 corners in the top 10.
Yeah, and probably back to back. I can see them both going 7-8. Boom, 7-8, right back to back, and it's like, well, there they go. I feel like Gonzalez and Witherspoon are tier 1. I think they are the tier 1 corners and probably day 1 starters.
Pro comp?
Jair Alexander.
That's a pretty good one right there. I like that. He's doing pretty well for himself. Speaking of other corners, we talked about Surtain. We talked about Sauce. Jair is just as good as anybody. And what he did against Justin Jefferson last year was pretty admirable. That last game, I believe.
Come on, man. And he hasn't been the healthiest, but when he's on the field, he don't have no stats because they don't throw him the ball.
And he can shut down the side, much like Witherspoon can. And I think that makes sense. We'll see what happens. Sound off. Let us know what you think about Devon Witherspoon. Is he your cornerback 1? Where does he go? Draft profiles. Continue.
Listen, man. There's been some mocks where he falls. There's been some mocks where I've seen him fall. It's gonna be exciting to see it go. But man, if he can fall to 16, my heavens.
I don't know about that, but a lot of guys somebody's gonna fall to you guys. It happens every year, Crevonte. I said it for at least the last 3 years.
Yep.
Somebody's gonna fall to you. Somebody.
Yep.
I mean,
it's just that I really like him. Now I like a lot of them, but I really like him.
You're gonna have options: corner, offensive lineman, pass rusher.
Yep.
So we'll see.
For sure.
Devon Witherspoon, y'all. More draft profiles coming your way.